Good afternoon. I'm Daniel Miller, and this is Destiny Academy supporting Mind Charity. A warm welcome to all of our friends, fans, community members, participants, and everyone watching us on a variety of different platforms worldwide. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being our dedicated community members. Thank you for joining another Destiny Academy stream, a stream that is supporting our very, very valuable charity called Mind in Britain, a charity that helps people who are experiencing mental health difficulties. And I have messages there on my chat, and you've seen already on my panels there through that page. I'm running a charitable fundraiser in here for the charity. So anybody who's watching, please donate generously and help our charity. They will really appreciate your assistance. And by doing so, by donating, and also by posting and following and sharing the news and sharing the information about the charity, you are going to be contributing tremendously in the process to which lives are saved. And everyone at Mind will appreciate your donations. And most importantly, those people who are supporting, those people who are the service users. And they use the services every day, 24/7 around the country. And we know how difficult it is for our charities today. They require extra funds in order to grow, to develop, to employ new people, to select new volunteers. So if you join forces together with us, you are going to be helping everyone. So thank you for that. All right. Here we are. We're doing another Destiny session. I can see we have a few of our veterans here watching. Thank you guys for joining. I have some good news for you. Our regular Destiny streams will restart from next week. From Monday, we'll have regular streams and with a regular schedule. So we'll have Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Destiny 2 probably a bit more than Destiny 1, considering how much we have got to do before the new expansion comes our way, and all is going to be back to normal. And all of you have noticed that I've been doing a lot of podcasting and creating news bulletins of late. So if you're interested in the news and whatever happens in industry, I'm not going to be talking that through the Twitch gameplay channel here, but it is going to be on separate podcasts. That also has been created in view of our community members' requests. I think there were people who sometimes pushed for time, and they felt that, particularly in view of the time difference between the US and UK, they really wanted to join us. They wanted to, play the game with us, and then for whatever reason, the time was about to run out, and therefore they couldn't. So we'll try to make it as dense as possible with gameplay here. During our live streams, they will be a bit shorter than before in view of the change, and also we'll try to accommodate many of our community members through the desire to be here live on air, to talk to us, to join forces, to support our effort, which is to do charitable fundraising, to help charities, to help people who are more vulnerable amongst us, people who are suffering from some sort of illness, misfortune or disability, and we really want to make our world a much better place for us all. And so I talked a bit about Hellblade in my podcast today, and also I talked about some other changes in industry. So if you guys are looking forward to the release of the game, it's coming to Xbox next week. It's the sequel to our very highly acclaimed Hellblade 1. Click that button on Twitch or on YouTube and listen to that podcast. It's called GD Video Gaming News, which is the new section, the new addition to whatever I do here on my channel. And I present everyone with a daily bulletin of news. So on almost every day, on days where I'm away or doing something else, obviously there will be no bulletin, with the latest hot off the press, everything that's happening in the industry. Every time I remind everyone that we are here to support our charities as well, so also very important. And also I have separate podcasts. At the moment I'm doing a podcast on the history of Destiny. So we have 2 podcasts up and running on YouTube and Twitch dedicated to how Destiny was made. So definitely have a look, listen to it. There is a very beautiful slideshow with about 50 different concept art photographs and images for you there, if you are to be getting a bit more knowledgeable on how Bungie created Destiny and as to why, what the idea behind the project really was right from the beginning. And then we will have the 3rd installment arriving within the next couple of days, which I just recorded, and that will be concluding that section. Then we'll migrate to Destiny 2, how Destiny 2 was made, and we'll have another 3 or 4 podcast dedicated to this. And podcasting is very much kind of based on a topic or subject, and we've had requests come in from our community in respect of how Destiny had been created, so therefore I obviously made it first of all. We had podcasting previously here on the channel as part of our regular Twitch streams, but I reorganized things somewhat, and as I said, next week I'll come back to the regular schedule, so we'll see how everything goes with our community members and newbies, as well as the veterans. We have plenty to look forward to. So coming back to what's happening here in Destiny, we have a lot of new content that was given to us with Into the Light. And then we have, in addition to that, the free access to all expansions. So if any of you perhaps have not bought Lightfall or the Witch Queen, you can have free access until the next expansion. The final shape is released in June, on the 4th of June. So a lot to do. And I'm hoping that with our community members, we are going to be able to have a full, consistent run through the entire selection of expansions. We do all the campaigns together, and we bring that back to our community members and everyone in order for them to, I guess, have a walk down the memory lane, and remember what we have been doing for, 3 or 4 years now. And that will be great fun. All of that easily accessible. Even if you do not have your expansion purchased on your account, you are going to be able to access it. Bungie offering it free of charge to everyone. I'm not sure whether you know all the loot that we were collecting during the last 4 seasons is also accessible. So if you want to collect anything, if you want to craft any weapons or do any deep focusing, you are going to be able to do that in the course of the next 3 weeks before the new expansion is released. So a lot to do. So without further ado, we'll crack on straight away, and we'll try to engage with as many activities that Into the Light is giving us. So as you could see, we have double Nightfall rewards. So maybe today we'll enter one of those and pick up some extra goodies. We'll see what our friends will want us to do. The Pantheon Rogue Indomitable is live, and he had arrived. We remember him, of course. Rogue, disciple of the Witness, joined the strength to the Pantheon. And the Pantheon faces a gauntlet of raid bosses who are powered by the Witness. And then we have Shax as a new challenge for the Guardians who believe they can best the Pantheon in its current state. So we can basically visit Shax and then get in. Asset Protection quest now is available. And that's the 0-hour exotic mission, which has been returned to Destiny. So maybe we'll do this one as well. And we can be deep sighting also some of the weapons, deep focusing, etc., etc. So let me see, first of all, who is out there and who perhaps wants to join us. Sekapupu is there. I know he wants to join us. So I will be inviting Sekapupu to our fire team. And Zenith is not there. We've not seen Zenith of late, I have to say. He was very busy recently, and Seth was tied up with his work, and therefore he could not join us as frequently as before. But hopefully, with the regular schedule, we'll have Zenith back here, and really kind of look forward to that. And we get together with our golden oldies and veterans and people who were here already for quite a few years. And maybe I'll try to bring in some of Destiny 1 veterans to try the expansions and join us in the universe of the sequel. I know that some people are not that keen, but, we'll just wait and see. Let me just wait for Sekapupu still for a little bit, and then we'll crack on. What I need to say is that we are supporting our charitable fundraiser, supporting the Mind Charity in Britain. Like I said, the charity is providing services for people who are experiencing mental health problems, and they have services in our local community and provide them through their volunteers and professionals. So just make sure when you go to About page, or when you read our chat, or you go to any of my hubs, you click on that hub, either the link to Tiltify that's giving you the easy access to donations, or you can just click on panels. So we have 6 panels there recommending for everyone to read a bit about our charities and then contribute. So, right, Sekapupu's there. Don't know whether he can hear me, probably, hopefully. And we'll be able to get the voice chat. Can you hear me, Sekapupu? Just tell me that you can hear me and I can hear you. Because we were trying to work this out last time, and there were some issues. Oh, that's good, yeah. Let me just increase my volume somewhat on my... bear with me a second. There we are. No, I need to increase it on my headset, because I toned down the music and everything, and so I can hear you. How are you, sir? How is everything going? All good? Yep. Okay, just bear with me a second. I need to see. Just tell me what I need to do, because I just can see that you're there. Okay. Follow, whisper, invite. To invite. Is that the one? Because I got... Right. Yeah, I need to work this out, really. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, you got it. It's quite easy. Basically, what you need to do is you click on the username, right? So you get like a pop-up, and then you have follow, whisper, invite, and then you have like three icons, which is ban, timeout, and then mod. So it's the third icon underneath, yeah? It's just like, it looks like a friend, and you click on that and you can make somebody a mod then for the time being. Hopefully it's going to work better for you, yeah? All right, we got that sorted. Sekapupus. Slow mode. No, I prefer like a free flow. And if there's anybody causing trouble, I don't, I think with the newbies, I've got filters, so I have to authorize their first messages when somebody comes for the first time, just to see who it is. But generally, I don't like the lag, because people like instant communication, like chatting and asking questions. If they see there's a lengthy delay, they may not want to be engaging, and then, it's a bit of a chore. And not everyone knows how things work on the technical side, and people are very impatient. I think generally we've had no problems with the channel, with unwanted visitors. People see that's obviously run by a mature gamer, and it's charitable, etc. So it's not like some of the other channels. And if somebody was to say something which is inappropriate, then obviously we'll take action. But I have already set up parameters on the channel, and also have some people watching the channel and looking at the content. So, that's all good for the time being. So it doesn't have to be delayed. That's certainly what I think. What shall we do today? We have plenty to do. Lots of different activities introduced and new maps. I've tried the Crucible maps and don't like them. It's just the same old thing, just different locations. Have you tried them, the new maps on PvP 3 versus 3? And how did you find them? Any good? For me, it's just really pretty much the same. It's deathmatch, basically. They talked about introducing some maps which are a bit more tactical, giving us more scope for kind of teamwork, but I have not seen that. Tactical would be like Warzone, having a big map and then doing different things. Maybe in the future we'll get something of that sort. What do you fancy doing? Have you tried Pantheon this week? Have you tried, actually, I want to ask you, have you tried what they're called, Fireteam Finder? Have you tried that? Yeah, I was trying it the other day because I want to try Pantheon. I don't want Pantheon to run away on me. No. It's quite good. You have it's similar to message boards on Xbox or PlayStation. People leave messages saying what kind of participant they want, and then have newbies, veterans, this and the other, and then you can join, or you can request to join a particular team. So there weren't that many messages, so I just tried a few of those, and they're all like really hardcore veterans, people who are like your typical raiders, wanted to hammer the activity. I said, no, that's not going to join this. And I think we can also create our own messages, meaning that we can request certain people to join us. So I think I'll do that and see whether anybody wants to come in, just to make sure that I try the activity, because a lot of our friends here are not really doing Pantheon. I asked quite a few, and they said, well, we didn't have time to try it, or we can't really muster up the whole team, somebody's missing, etc., etc. So I've not been able to try any of the Pantheon so far, and I'm a bit sad, because it's, one of those best activities that they're offering. So if you want, we can try. we can try and see whether anybody wants to take us in. Might be disappointing, I don't know. Warm up with Onslaught. Maybe. You never know. There may be other people trying to find their way in, and well, either way, I think it's really good that they created Fireteam Finder for different activities, because people can then request and approach But there could be unpleasantries as well, depending on what crew you come across. And we always have to keep our eyes and ears wide open for that. I want to tell you that we played the other day the whole selection of Onslaught. This was during the second week, and it did appear to be a bit more difficult, the Onslaught 50. Did you find that? Because I've gone there with a couple of teams, and then when we come into the level 40, then suddenly there were like so many enemies swarming, and 3 or 4 times all of us got killed at the same time, and we were at separate positions. And No, it wasn't like that. It was they were like really experienced. Like their level, the Guardian level was 10 or 11, I think. So it was really people who were hammering it all the time, and they were all frustrated because they thought, this was literally after the reset. How come it's so difficult now? I don't know whether it was just my impression or whether that's the way it is. We can try it and find out, basically. Right, so without further ado, let's just crack on, shall we? What do you reckon? We'll go into the light straight away, or do you want to do some admin, or you sorted, or go to Hall of Champions, pick up some bounties? Yeah? So this week, we got the Whisper, the exotic mission, and then we got 0 Hour. Just doing everything. Any activity to be interesting for people to watch, to support the charitable fundraiser. Strikes as well. We can do strikes as well. But just to provide a variety. That's the idea. And also, that from when was it? From the 7th, they offered the full loot from all 4 seasons. So any loot you still want to kind of catch up with or do, apparently, is gettable in many different activities here. Strikes are one of those, and Nightfalls and etc. So that's pretty good. And also the expansions, all of them are accessible until the 4th of June. So anybody who wants to do expansions, I'm just saying to the community members, anyone who's interested in doing, I don't know, a run on the Witch Queen or Beyond Light, they can do it without any difficulty. It's all accessible. And so that's pretty good. I think it's a really good strategy to which they're bringing in new and old. And I think people really, I've not read, have you read on Reddit or anywhere, negative comments on Into the Light? It's been just very positive. People really liked it a lot. I didn't come across... No, it's been nothing really excessively negative. Maybe a few comments now about PvP with the new maps. There was one person who contacted me the other day, and she said, I played, she said, 12 or 13 rounds of Crucible, the new maps, and I was just getting literally 2 maps. The third one was not popping up, So for whatever reason, in her region, well, I played the other day, also PvP, and the third map was hard to come by. It was only after about, I can't remember how many attempts that I eventually managed to get in. It was just like 2 come out. At the end of the day, you have that quest in which you need to be completing 2 rounds each, right? And then if one is not popping up, you keep just playing it again and again and again and again. So it's like almost like glitched. And I'm sure lots of people played it, for hours, and they were not getting that that last map. Obviously, wanting to complete the quest. Anyway, let's go to the Hall of Champions, and then we'll try with Fireteam Finder. Quite curious to see. Could be for any of the activities, Well, I mean, we'll consider what we'll do, which is first of all pick up some bounties, and then, I mean, with Onslaught, as just one person comes in, it's okay with random selection. But if we were to do any other, then we'd have a look at it. I've not tried much of it, and I just want to be trying everything that Bungie had introduced. That's the idea. Because we know exactly what the state of play is. before the new thing's launched. Hello? Spurs? Hang on a minute, is that our Spurs? Can't be. No. Let me see. No. Right, so that's some other Spurs.
I have an entire Crucible to officiate, Guardian. Don't make me wait.
You mean Jury Duty and the other ones? This is like not enough space. I need to see as to why not have it. Well, there's quite a few, but I need to... Which one? No, I've not gone back in again. The one with jumping and everything. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, that's no problem. Let me just see. Did I pick this up? Succession, I think I did. First three I picked up.
Talk to me, Guardian. Rumor has it all hell has broken loose.
Yeah, I know. It will give one of those. Let me just see if there's anything else I can delete there. For a moment. Quests. 6.
I don't care that you have strikes to get to. Worry about the fight in front of you. All right.
Swishes. This one. Don't need that one. And then let's see. Reset to Crucible rankers. Oh, chaperone. Okay. Lightfall.
Every new threat, there's a new cadre of Guardians to forge.
Right, so that will do, I think, with just one left. Ah, that's annoying. Let me just quickly delete something, so I'll have that slotted in as well.
Essential element of the Crucible. Get back in there.
Just fishing rallies. Not really. They've stayed with me, so that's all right. And we got all these quests now, so that's fine. Picked them all up.
Ah, it's the other hero of the tower attack.
On my quest. Mm-hmm.
Victory smells nice, Guardian, but the Red Legion's not gone.
Let me see where that is. Did you see it? Was it? Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's up there at the top. Got it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I actually abandoned the other one, which was Crucible related as well. Okay. And then just pick up one bounty from him, and then we'll crack on. Let's see, targets, 20 waves in Onslaught. Okay, put that one on. Alright, so let's see what we've got with him. Lord Shax. Oh, there's a challenge in there. You completed that one. Divine Weaponry 2, step 1 of 3. Ah, that's for... That is for Pantheon. You see that? That's a new quest. It's for the Pantheon, and it has completing a run of the Pantheon. Well, I can give that a miss for the time being. I don't think I need to do that. So for our viewers, this is something new that's been slotted in on Tuesday, and you have Shax, who's waiting eagerly for you in his hall, and he says, I'm not done with you yet, Guardian. I've got one last challenge for you. One more prize awaiting your success. Every round of training, every fight I've pushed you into, every piece of gear you've earned, it makes you better, readier to face the witness itself. I'm sending you back in against the Pantheon. I'll be a test of endurance as much as skill. So he laughs. He says, if you can succeed in this test, I'd say you were ready to challenge me for my remaining horn. So you can see he's got a horn missing. He pauses and adds, almost. Raid exotic selection. So that's something. And pick up some rewards here from him. Additional bounties. Edge Transit is a very good weapon. Recommended to everyone. Right, so I'm sorted. You ready? Where shall we go? What do we do? What do you fancy? We do Onslaught, or we go for... Yeah, for the quest. Okay. Yeah, could be any. Let me just see what we've got there. I know, it's been no time. That's the trouble. Spin to win. So that's rapidly defeated with swords. Rapidly defeated with, what's this? Machine guns. No, but I'll just keep it in mind, you know, for whatever is seen as a task. Because I need to swap weapons, you know, see... because you've got different weapons there to be used, right? For each one of them. Okay. So I fancy doing Onslaughts initially. What do you think? Good idea? Do you fancy? Or maybe do just one PvP to warm up, you know, a bit of action, and then we can do anything else. I'm easy. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So we got first this lot I just picked up. So that's with different weapons. So you have... Forged anew. Cyrus Plaza, I have not completed. Divine Weaponry. That's Pantheon. Then... going to Akora. Okay, we'll go to the tower. Twitch had introduced so many adverts. Did you not notice? So many people complained about this. They're watching a stream and suddenly cut out its advert that's played, and they can't hear what the streamer is saying. They've got like a tiny little picture right at the top, and that's been extremely unpopular. But you know, they're all trying to monetize YouTube and Twitch, adverts everywhere. And I've got to say, I was surprised because some people watched my Twitch streams on playback and some podcasts, and then suddenly I looked it up and I could see lots of adverts were streamed, and you know, there was monetization taking place without anyone doing anything. So we'll go to Ikora first. What's this? Special deliveries. Oh, that's Prime Gaming rewards. Yeah, I got that. Alright. To clean up my inventory by the looks of it. Have you cleaned up your vault? Have you deleted everything and left just deep focusing and exotics? And because there's like so many items and not enough space, generally. There we are. We go to Akora in order to pick up this helmet. Well, that's a very good helmet. Have you tried it? Void Tracer. Improves weapon damage after damaging a target. We have a friend popping in. He is our first-time chatter. Do you see that, Sakapupu? And I'll just authorize him. So, no, he is, let me just see. First-time chat. Bear with me. Our friend Wouter is asking, why is it that I keep getting the same 4 weapons from Onslaught? Well, you know, that's a problem with the current activity, and there have been lots of complaints launched to Destiny for that. Like, I collected about 25 or 35 Elsis rifles, and then the same sort of thing for grenade launchers and the other weapons. Not sure, really. So the reason that we are getting constantly the same weapons is that we were not deep focusing some of them. If we were to complete deep focusing, then we are not going to be getting any more the same piece. Is that right? Yeah, so if I'm to be giving a straightforward answer to our friend Wouter44, I can just tell you that I'm not 100% sure. Like Moseka Pupu said, if we were to be doing deep focusing, there may be a change, but I think generally there has been a complaint launched at Bungie that people are getting the same weapons. You know, I've heard that from many people on Reddit and various other forums, and Twitter in particular. I'm not sure. I think it's probably the way they had created the current loadout or the new weapons which are being offered to some activities. I guess assuming that some people will not be doing Onslaught 50 times in a row, you know. So I'm not exactly sure 100%. Let me just see whether our friend there needs to be authorized in order for his chat to be seen. No, I just want to see whether I have to authorize him because he might not be seen on chat. Well, the thing is, I've got this filter, and the filter sometimes... Oh, no, that's fine. It's automatic. I apologize to our friend Wouter, because I have this automated mod that's just telling me that somebody is chatting for the first time, and then for the first time, the message is not seen by other people. Yeah. Allow it or disallow it, yeah. Yeah, that's right. So I just want to apologize for delayed response to our friend. As you could see, both of us are not 100% sure. Zakabupu thinks that sometimes maybe there will be difference if you're doing deep focusing. I personally, I'm not sure, because I had the same problem like you. And I'm not sure that there is a way to which we can resolve this. One of the biggest complaints, our friends, from the community members and veterans has been about the repetitive delivery of the same weapons, in seasons. So when we did seasonal content, let's say within the last 9-10 months, we were continuously getting the same weapons, and sometimes they had some different role, or there's been some sort of minor difference. But it's just the way the whole thing works. They've not created like a plentiful supply of new weapons per season. I think that's been the complaint. But on the other hand, we have so many in any case. The question is, what is going to be in your loadout? So if you want to be using what is your favorite loadout, then it is going to stay the same in there. It's just that sort of thing. And I think they will be changing the way to which we are getting loot as we commence towards the next expansion and once we progress towards this episodic content. So I'm not sure what our friend is has heard, but there will be no more seasons. We'll have every month like a new episode, and every episode will have something new offered in terms of the content and everything else. I'm not sure how this will work. It's been said and described, but the actual format will be seen once they launch it. And they also said, if I'm not mistaken, there's this activity that will not take place on launch, but like a week or a couple of weeks later, It's to do with you being able to claim exotic weapons and also being able to mod them in a specific way. You know that with Exotic Prism and various other things. So I'm not sure exactly how this will work, but I know that will be, you have a pick of 2, and you'll be able to swap it in between different characters and weapons. It's all new, so it's probably best not to speculate, because I wouldn't like to provide anyone with a wrong advice, And our veterans, once they're fully here on board and live on air, they'll be able to tell you. And our friend is congratulating us and saying, "You're the man, keep it up." And he says that that's really cool, and I'll be watching a stream when I have time. Excellent. Well, thanks very much for joining us, and hopefully you'll be finding very helpful community members here. We have lots of veterans, people who play Destiny from day one, even alphas and betas. And if you need any help with anything, just ping them a message. Anyone, just refer to myself and my channel. They'll know exactly what it's regarding, and they'll be out there to help. So you'll find a community which is very supportive. Yeah. All right. So let's just crack on here. We have this new armor. I picked up Foe Tracer, and that gives us a relentless tracker. So that is improving weapon damage after damaging a target with an ability. So that's pretty good. And then we have some. Yeah. Yeah, that's because a lot of these drops are random, so one can't really predict. And sometimes you get really very good loot, and sometimes it's very poor. And I think what our friend was referring to is the disappointment when you go to claim your rewards. When you go back to the Hall of Champions, and then you use your tokens, and then suddenly it's the same thing again and again. I mean, I picked up how many Elsie's rifles in there, Yeah. Every one of them. Yeah. Every one of them just keeps repeating itself. It keeps coming back. And that is what people complained about. They said, well, we don't want these kinds of rewards. That's just not on. And, all right, so let's just crack on with some action. I'm trigger happy. Not play Destiny for a few days, so yeah, that's right. So we'll go for the exotic quest, yeah? That one. Yeah, we'll go to destinations, we'll go to Into the Light, and then we'll go to what? We'll go for the Whisper or 0 Hour? Which one do you prefer?
I appreciate what you're saying, Tyler.
Okay, just bear with me a second. I want to see something. Requires quest progress, asset protection. You've done. Have you completed this one? 0 Hour.
What
the? Okay.
I'll take it.
The shader. Okay. Where did you go? Suddenly disappeared. I can't see you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ada.
Greetings.
So that's asset protection. She says, it's good to see you again, Guardian. Recent events have stirred up unpleasant family memories from the Golden Age, and I'm glad to be working with someone I can trust. Lord Shax and I are determined to get you ready to face the witness, and I can create famous or maybe infamous weapon from your past. But I'll need your help. Several years ago, you foiled a heist in the old tower. I've created a simulation of the events using modified vex stack from the Infinite Forest. I can extrapolate data from your run to the simulation and use it to refashion the weapon. Perhaps even I can improve upon it. Anything to save us from another collapse, she concludes. I can't lose another family in that way. So I will have the exotic mission called 0 Hour. We need to pick up the weapon, pick up the quest, and then it's going to be launched from the Into the Light subscreen on your director. So we have material exchange. How many of these are there? Let's see. That's one cool. I don't need it at the moment. Okay.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Indeed, au revoir it is. We'll go to
When the traveler acts, the world changes.
0 Hour.
For some it gets better, for others worse. What will its reformation bring?
Go on. Yeah. Yes, of course, yeah. How could I forget? Well, let's be like a through and through masochist, right? Let's go and do that. Shall we go for the whisper then first?
I have never put faith in the traveler, but I am starting to trust in its guardians.
Which one? The one I have in my inventory. Oh no, the other one. Okay. Well, everyone watching, just make sure you follow these instructions because this is new to me. I've not done it. Investigate paw prints. Okay. So investigated paw prints, and then I see. I'll just pick it up from her, from Ada.
Welcome back.
Okay. So where are these footprints? Let's see. Okay. The quest. What, asset protection quest? That one? Which one? Yeah. Not featured. It's the other ones. Quests in general. Or featured quests. Yeah. Well, just now. No, I've not picked it up now. Hold on. Just give me a second. I need some space in there. Well, no, I go back and pick it up now. Hang on. I keep losing the... No, I can't see where I am. No. Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yes?
I promised Anna I'd keep an eye on Archie, but that dog ran past here with these 3 green eyes on his display. Can you check in on Eris on the moon for me? So it will be Eris, probably. And that is where the footsteps are going to be, right? So what do you reckon? I think we'll probably go for the exotic quest first, and then we can go to the moon. We want some action. What do you reckon?
Thanks for coming back.
No, I said that we probably can just do the exotic quest, and then later we can go to the moon. Okay, so what do? I go to the moon. No, she's just asked me to go to the moon. That dog's gone to the moon, she said. No, I just picked up the quest, and it said that we need to go to the moon. I don't recall doing anything of the sort. Okay. I've not been following the dog. It's not happened. Obviously I would remember. That's definitely not what I was doing. Anyway, we'll do some action first and then do the whisper. We'll go for 0 hour. Oh, he just told me we wanted to go and do the exotic missions which we had not completed. Okay. So which one are we to be doing then? Okay. Yeah, Star-Crossed mission. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So let's see where that is. That'd be in the helm, probably, yeah? So, oh yeah, there it is. That's in the Black Garden. Do you want to do it normal, or... The other one is... Yeah, the other one is too difficult. I think it's really quite good they introduced normal and legend. People can choose for themselves what they like better. And legends are very, very challenging. I know, but that's better than before. I really applaud Bungie for doing this, because you'll have people who prefer so-called story mode, which is not too difficult, and the others who are after hardcore activity. But for the hardcore activity, one's got to be as skilled as you. You've got to have the best gear, the best speed. I will never forget when you were in Warzone. You remember when you eliminated all these opponents. You were so fast, everybody just couldn't believe it. You don't remember? That was extraordinary. That's stuck in our memory forever. You eliminated the whole squad. No! There were like 2 squads there, and you were able to eliminate them just by melee. It was incredible. Remember that. Hang on.
The last city and the Awoken have history here.
No, there were several.
What's your connection to it?
Yeah.
It's an inconvenience.
Okay.
My child
And it did close, and therefore I got killed. So it's timed. Alright. We'll do that again. Well, I will not... I'll have to cut down and chat. Okay, so where are we going? Down here. And next? Where are you? No, where are you? Okay. You what? Where? No, it's going to be tricky. Hang on. Where's the way in? Down here, probably. Okay, succeeded. And then? Ah, right, okay. So you have to jump in the air like this, yeah? And then join. Okay. So it's up there. Yeah, it's a triple jump that does me. Hang on. It's the whole exotic quest is again. Okay, so it is. What? Go on, show. Where are you? Oh man, that's annoying. I hate these missions. You've chosen the one that I like the least. Alright. Now I bounced off here. I've gone the wrong way, right? Or is that the correct way? No, it's the correct way. Okay. So run. Okay. I don't see you again. Oh, there. Okay. It's weird mushrooms. Okay. Oh, nearly fell. Ah! It shrank. Yeah, you're right. Should have been waiting. Thank you. And then... No, it's not shrinking. Look at it. So when I jump, it shrinks, does it? Or what? Well, I was gonna join you, but I just went into the abyss again. Hang on a minute. Right, so... He killed me. Well, that enemy in there, whatever that is, fired at me and I got killed. Not sure why he should have died. No. Yeah, just move along. Wait, did you kill that enemy already? You did. Okay. Ah, nearly stumbled. Look at that. That's tricky. Look at that. And what's this? Diamond lance.
Guardian. I've heard whispers like this before. Riven was playing me into a grave.
Those whispers aren't mine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, so far so good, right? What is this? Approach the structure. Okay. Yeah, that's already a result.
Guardian, the barrier ahead will not yield. But I've left latent sparks of paracausality you can harness. Break through.
So you have been here before.
Oh, look at that. You survived all of that. Yeah, you finish him. Alright. Oh, look at that. Cyclops. Yeah, this rocket launcher is far too powerful, you know? No, I think in Onslaught to do the business, I just think it's more powerful than some of the exotic rocket launchers that they have. Now look at this. Right? He killed me. He just looked at me and I was dead. Well, he's like really mighty. Oh, look at that. No? No? So what do I do with him then? Just leave him alone? Oh, I see. Okay. Where is he now? I want to hit him with my rockets. Is he? Well, I was too far to realise that. Where is he? Oh, there. I'll go away. Well, what's happened to that heavy ammunition that I just saw? All disappeared. Ah, it's too bad, really. Got him with my precision shots. I've got to say that Crimson, one of my favorite weapons in Destiny altogether. Amazing. Okay. I'm not killing me now. Cyclops. Didn't even see that Cyclops. Look at that Sekapupu, how mighty he is. He puts me to shame. I'm so weak.
What is this place?
An Ahamkara lair.
Hidden in the Black Garden? Is it yours?
You've seen mine.
Where are you? Oh, there. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll follow you. Just slow down a bit, I can't catch up with you too fast.
That whispering again.
I assure you, that's not my voice.
It's getting louder.
What's happened now? Why did I die? Ah, the door shut on me. Okay. Okay, so it's like really fast. Ah, got it. Yeah, that's right. They sliced me in two.
You'll find the way is locked,
Okay.
but paracausal energy is your key.
These sparks seem different.
Because they're not mine.
Wow, it's just for fun, really, more than anything else. Oh, that was awesome. Did you see that? It was that explosive knife of mine. Worked well. And I think it was... literally managed to hit him directly. So it was his milk spot that suffered. Okay, where do we go from here? Down there. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, he's gone. Well done. Oh, that was good. Glaive did it. Magic Glaive's still very powerful. Maybe they nerfed it again, I don't know. Well, it didn't really work too well in some activities, I've got to say. The range had been reduced compared to the past. But close range still quite good for melee and... Diamond Lance. Where's he gone? Okay. Hold on, don't race, because I'll lose you. What is going on? Look at that! Oh no! Yeah, like that. Gone. What am I being hit by? Ah, I'm dead. I don't know what. You think? Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. Just a second. I certainly couldn't hear myself. No, actually, no. No. Well, I die very quickly, because I haven't got that, no. Oh, there it is, okay. Oh, look at that. Ah, that was awesome. That finisher was cool. What is that? Oh, I fell into the hole. What did you do there? You were sort of using some energy in order to pick something up, or what was it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I have to say that this map is amazing. Like this area, really cool, really well designed, and you kind of stroll to different areas. Oh, I haven't got any of that. The only trouble with glaive is when you need to reload, then it's like really slow. No, I'm too close to the beast. Never mind. Thank you. No special ammunition. It's too powerful, isn't it? Haven't got any ammunition for my heavy, or for my glaive either. I can't come too close because they'll kill me. Ah, trying to hit this milk spot. Yeah, I've recharged my glaive now, so that's fine. He's gonna be gone. His milk spot is vulnerable. There we are.
What aren't you telling us, Riven? The Vex couldn't have created all this. They can't simulate paracausality.
You truly wish to know?
But you know, this is very good really with the story. It really blends in very well with the narrative of the game. It's a major improvement. Ah, error. Ahead, probably. Or not. Yeah. Ah! I couldn't. It wasn't really big enough to keep me. You also died. Okay, so let me see where do I need to go?
Guardian down.
That's tricky, actually. It's very difficult. I don't think I'd be able to get like a steady position up there. Way up here? There. No, you just collided with you. That was hilarious. Just give us a second. I thought there were some messages coming in. Okay. On Twitch. Okay, got it. I did. That was good. Where do we go from here?
Guardian down.
No. Well, that's weird, isn't it? It's like a maze. We need to go there. No, I got you pushed me now. Yeah, no, you went forward to see where it was. Head-on collision. It was funny. Did you? So what happened? I bounced off. I don't know. Okay. So let's see. Mm-hmm. Right. Nah! I thought, where was the third jump? No third jump.
Guardian down.
Yeah, boo. No way in. Well, this is the trickiest so far, I think, in this quest, this one. Don't you think? I'll do it again. Well.
Guardian down.
You bounced off, I think, didn't you? Yeah, that's useful. Well, it's just a reflex, you know. Why is it that I died now? I slipped. That's why. I slipped. Alright. Yeah, he jumped on you there.
The way forward lies in solving the paracausality of this place.
What did you protect here?
Many things. But whoever scattered the clutch is using this lair against me. The Queen couldn't have done this.
I'll try.
Though an Ahamkara could have.
Still quite good with melee. Where did you go there? In the hole? Okay. He wasn't dead. In my ears. Oh, what's this? You must be your rocket got blown up. I don't know. No? Well, that's probably what killed me then, yeah. Ah, missed it. I've gone the wrong way. I thought I was going to go somewhere else. Ah. All dead. That's what we want to see. Why is it... Ah, miscued. Should have grappled. I thought it was close enough. You picked up one exotic engram. That's good. Let's see whether we're going from here. Okay. My mobility is not too great, I've got to say. This one. The second, yeah, the second. One before last. No, I can't see where you are. No, I don't see where you are. Hang on. Where are you? Oh yeah, I can see you now. Yeah. The wrong buff. Okay. Where's the other one? Over here. Yeah. I can see it now. Ah. Man, he's taken so many hits. Yeah. We've seen melee. So, where have we gone? I can't believe he's still standing. No more. Another one pops up now. Yeah, deactivate the barrier, it says there. Look at this. I'm stranded in here with this mini-boss. To the buff. Yeah. Okay. Hang on a minute, I'm still battling it out here with this phalanx. Haven't got anything else but crimson. You're saying it's fish, but where? Bird. Snake and falcon. Okay. So what do we do here? No, I just want to join in. Ah, you got me. So we need to go in and out to get both pups. That's annoying. Where do I go now? Back again. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. But this quest is fairly lengthy, isn't it? Well, it's taking a while. Ah, this grenade. Yeah, well, I managed to eliminate that yellow bar enemy, but unfortunately I was hit by something else. Never mind, I did well. Hardened buff. Yeah. Guardian down. Where are you? Ah, this witch got me. Where are you? No idea. I'm gonna need to get the buffs, right? No extra weapons or ammunition or anything. Yeah, I got killed as well. Thank you. So for everyone watching, we are doing this star-crossed quest mission that it's turning out to be quite tricky. New objective. Size obligation. Okay. Defeat all hostiles. Well, do I need to get the buffs again, or is it just straightforward this time? You're changing weapons, are you?
That mind is protected with Ahamkara bioenergetics. Combine the paracausal energy and gut that thing.
Yeah, look at that. Obliterated. Yeah, I guess we need to be going in and out all the time. There's so many enemies in there. Oh, come on. This one, Pitiless Mind, so powerful. Rocket. No idea. Oh, that's gone astray. Oh, he's there. Oh, go away. That's annoying. He's blocking the gate there. gone. We completed. Well, he did take quite a few rockets.
The voices are asking to use me.
Wishkeeper.
That's Taranis.
Who?
Let him speak. Please.
I'll try anything twice. Let's hear you, whoever you are.
Riven. How I've missed you.
Taranis. What have you done?
I've made my last wish.
Your wish. You utter fool.
It's been fulfilled. Thanks to you and the Wishkeeper. I can rest.
If there were anything left of you, I'd flay it from your bones.
It was good to dance with you. Oh, beloved mine. One last time.
Who was he, Riven?
Taranis was my mate. I was not always a prisoner in the Dreaming City. The Ahamkara were once free to roam its halls. That's where I met Taranis. And Taranis, unlike others, unlike me, cherished those who wished to him. Those who bargained with him were safe. It must have cost him. I found his restraint intriguing. And my art, my dreaming halls, my dance with the Queen moved Taranis in turn. Together, we became the ebb and flow of the tide. Through him, I glimpsed a world without the tireless cycle of bargaining and feeding. Of peace. Taranis invited me to his lair, a place where we couldn't be found, in the ontology of the Black Garden. My joy of turning desire to woe faded for one rapturous moment. We made successes together. We built secrets together. And then came your great hunt of the Ahamkara. The Queen took my freedom, under guise of protection. Taranis and I were forever separated. But we could still whisper to one another in the space between. At least until a king arrived and made a bargain I could not refuse. I became both king and dragon. I spoke with his voice, and Taranis knew it. So he did the one thing our kind must never do. Grant his own wish at the cost of his existence. A wish to keep the eggs out of harm's reach until someone could protect them. Someone like you. His wish keeper.
So yeah, that's what we picked up. The wish keeper. I guess we'll go back to Helm. And then we need to talk to what? We need to talk to somebody. There we are. Let's see. We need to go where? Down here. We need to talk to
Taranis was always a
Riven.
sentimental fool. His last wish has caused us no small amount of trouble. All wishes come at a cost, even those we Ahamkara grant ourselves. Especially those we grant ourselves. My kind feeds on the difference between what is desired and what comes to pass. That is why we grant wishes the way we do. In granting our own wish, we eliminate that difference. We smother the flame, and our voices fall silent. Our existence ends. Ahamkara are selfish creatures, not prone to such acts of sacrifice. But Taranis, he was different. His sacrifice might save us all. You destroyed the Vex mine simulating the Techion's work. The Vex will not reach the eggs first again. But they still hold my lair. Put Taranis' gift to good use, O guardian mine. It is your turn to grant a last wish.
There we are, wishing all the best. Riven thinks back to Taranis, her lost mate. It was his wish that scattered their clutch to safety beyond even Riven's reach. But Riven adds, Taranis paid for that wish. A kind feeds on the difference between what is desired and what comes to pass. That is why we grant wishes the way we do. In granting our own wish, we eliminate that difference. And Ahamkara, who grants her own wish, dies. Taranis sacrificed himself for his children, an unusual move for an Ahamkara. Riven suggests you go and return to the Vex-infested garden. Put Taranis' gift to good use. It's your turn to grant a last wish. So what did I get here? Wish engram.
Something is wrong. Its stench lingers in the air, wafting up from the shadows of the confluence.
Hold on, I'm just still watching the cutscene here.
I remember this sensation. The creeping whispers. Putrid oil on water. Taken corruption seeps into my lair, as it once did into me. Morris Techyuns expect another egg will enter our reality soon. Cut the strings of those taken puppets as you traverse the confluence. As I said before, Oryx's bargain with me has expired. I owe him nothing. The same holds true for the witness. If it seeks to take something from me without reaching an accord, then I will reclaim what is mine with vengeance in my heart. Make haste. Reach my offspring before the taken. Taranis' sacrifice must not have been made in vain.
Something is wrong, says Riven. Taken corruption has seeped into the confluence. It's a sensation she knows very well, thanks to the deal she once made with Oryx, the Taken King. Another egg is about to appear. Make haste, reach my offspring before the Taken, Riven says, and more softly, Taranis' sacrifice must not have been in vain. So we'll accept this. And I have 29 wish engrams. What do I do with them, Suckerpoop? Do I use them, or deep focusing? Or deep focusing, probably the best thing to do here. Wish engram, wish engram. Rank rewards. I'll try these. Let's see what we are getting there. A bow. Boots. What's this? Super cluster. Okay. Glomigenia. Oh, it's a vehicle. Okay. You said you want to go to the tower, right? Okay, we'll go to the tower. Do a bit of admin in there. Did we get anything else from Riven? Any other quests? That was the end, wasn't it? Of this part of the story. Let me just see whether there's anything else. Oh, we've got this. Achieved somewhat. Claim reward. Week 4. Star-crossed. Seasonal challenges. Season of the Wish. Claim reward. I did get something extra, I think. $62. Deep Sight Harmonizer. One exotic engram I picked up as well, just like you. So I need to decode this.
Shall we begin then?
Alright, Ophidia Spade chest armor I picked up, so that's not bad. Wingard tunic, rival vest. Let me just double check this. Grants 2 knives per charge. Okay, so that's for anyone who likes throwing flammable knives. That's definitely a very good chest piece then. Loads of exotic chest pieces I have here. Let me just double check something here. Curious. I can pick this one up. No. Enhancement prison. Enhancement core. Okay. Nearly there.
Remain vigilant, Guardian.
Let's get started.
Another chest piece.
Don't get burned.
Insight rover vest, which is what we don't really need. We have plenty of these. Oh, that's 1809. Okay. Just infuse it. Make sure the other exotics are up to scratch.
Solving problems out in the world, huh? Good for you. No substitute for a full magazine.
Void Tracer. Damaging a powerful combatant or guardian with an ability grants you temporary bonus to weapon damage matching your subclass type. Defeating that target with a weapon matching the damage type of your subclass creates an elemental pickup. So that's pretty good. We'll, increase the energy level somewhat. One will not be using my enhancement course, I need them for something else. Crimson, some deep sight weapons in the imperative scout rifle we picked up. So that can be given that resonance.
Lost too much when the Red Legion hit us.
Scout rifle. It's 5, 6.
Stock's always changing. Don't take too long.
Just a bit more we need. Let me just see where it is there. Lock it. Right, for everyone watching, we just picked up some really good weapons and I've been examining them. The one we picked up is imperative, and then as you could see, we've done this exotic quest in order to get something really good, and that's Wishkeeper combat bow, and that needs to be locked as well. So it creates straps that suspend targets, and it's a silk-bound slayer. So it says that this weapon's pattern can be also extracted. Okay, so we'll do that. Empty weapon level boost socket.
Did you? No. You've been there.
I see we can be increasing the level of that weapon. I'm not that keen on bows. Do you use bows much, Sekapupu? They're not really No, they're not really kind of weapon that is, for me, particularly useful in Destiny, but they are part and parcel of some lengthy grinds for anyone who is doing certain quests. There's lots of those with kind of bow completion tasks, and that's a bit of a chore really in here. This is level 1. But I'm just looking at this. I had given it like I leveled it up, and now it says inserting weapon level boost into this socket will increase this weapon's level. So in order to increase the weapon level, I need to be getting more of enhancement cores there. And that will be that's new. That's not the way it was before. I've not really seen this before for the weapons, for the exotics. So that's quite good. Did you see that? Wishkeeper combat bow. Yeah, if you look at it on my stream, and then in here, it's got this slot saying empty weapon level boost socket. So if I want to level it up, yeah.
I can work with this.
So what's the idea behind this then? That we are leveling up? Oh, it's an every crafted weapon. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So in fact, the whole idea of leveling up this exotic bow may be a bit futile. Will not give us anything better. Well, it should be more powerful if you get better level or not.
I can help you.
To a degree, I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. What have I got there left? Lithophobia combat bow, 1809. Don't really want that. I got the other one. So we'll just increase that to
Lost too much when the Red Legion hit us.
better level. That's 1808. That's 1809. Okay, we'll increase that. Just a minute.
Stock's always changing. Don't take too long.
That's 1809. And I need...
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna join the fleet.
No, I haven't got the upgrade module. That's why I'm not doing it. Well, I'm asleep a lot.
What do you need?
Upgrade modules. Right. So, no, I'm just thinking aloud. Do you see this? I did. Leveling up that weapon energy that I just picked up. The weapon is imperative. No, imperative. Well, you know, I'll maybe I'll try it. Possibly not, but I keep picking up quite a lot of cores. You know, I delete a lot of weapons. Oh, I never have that many. I always collect like 10, 15, and you know. Yeah, they're harder to get, that's true. But I've really introduced a new policy here with my inventory. Anything I don't like, I delete, you know, weapons and armor and everything. So I'm clearing up a lot of stuff in the vault and elsewhere, and I'm just keeping very few items that are being used generally that I consider to be good for me, or, you know, applicable to certain missions and that. So that's the idea. But like you said, for hardcore gamers, if you want to really pay attention and do some really fine tuning, then keeping these cores would be a very good idea because they're quite hard to get. Let me see whether I'm getting any mods. Requirements not met. How come? That's odd. They were probably changing that as well compared to everything else. Okay, so we discovered that, yeah. You know this Awoken mementos. Have you used them? What are they for? Mementos honoring past heroes of the Awoken. Looks like an exotic. And what do I use that for? Awoken memento. Because I really couldn't find any purpose for it. And because it's an exotic, I didn't want to destroy it. Did you see this guy in there? Hook. Or Hooch. Is he Hooch? Yeah, he's Hooch. Really cool emote. Really like that.
She said this is our new priority.
So that he's been given this in advance because he kind of pre-ordered. Yeah, that's the Ultimate Edition or whatever they call it, with all kinds of add-ons and all sorts. Well, nicely and cleanly displayed. Good for him. Yeah, just like you said, we'll go back to the vault and stash few things in there. Let me see. In here we have. It can't be stashed in the vault, so I can just dismantle it. But I'm not sure what it was for. Awoken mementos. Can't remember. Not sure. But what can I use it for? Let's say if I wanted to use it, what dungeon activity? Okay. I just leave it. I'll leave it in there for a moment, just in case if I, the next few weeks will be hectic because I'll have regular daily streams, and then depending on what people want to do, might do something where somebody comes in who wants to be completing something. We'll see. Okay, succession. Yeah, these are all kinds of weapons I like using. It's annoying, isn't it? Let's see what I've got there with my kit. Wormguard grips. Oh, I see, I've got all of these now. Okay. So that will be 1, 2, 3. I need 2 other ones. I need the helmet and cloak. Alright. I'm ready. What do we do? What do you fancy doing? Let's see what other tasks do we have. Quests. Seasonal. That was the last story mission of the season, wasn't it? Or was it not? No, it wasn't actually. There's wishing all the best. That's the next one we need to do. Synthesis, whatever it's called. I can't pronounce it even. Have you done that one? This mission. The next mission there. Where is it? Quests. There. Wishing all the best. Complete the mission. Synxes. Shall we do that? Do you fancy doing this? Where are you? We'll go to Sphinxes. We need to see where that is. Ah, new ornament available. Congratulations on discovering Wishkeeper. There is a new weapon ornament available to purchase for this rare find. You can view it on the weapons inspection screen under the ornament section. View the weapons inspection screen under the ornament section. Go to store. So that will need to be purchased. Ornaments. Let's see, bright dust, silver. No, I don't think I will be purchasing anything of that sort for my hard currency. Back to Helm. And then we have Sphinxes. Okay. You tried that, Sakapupu. You played it before. Sphinxes. Oh, we have Playmine here. Playmine saying hello. Don't forget to collect your free weekly bright dust from the store. Yeah, that's true, sir. Thanks very much for reminding me. I will do so. Because we are being given weekly free goodies there. And that is free weekly bright dust every single week before the expansion comes out. Thanks very much for that.
Between Eleusinia and the Dreaming City. I feel it. This is not a disorganized swarm. It is a concerted attack.
Maybe they've rallied around a field leader. One the Guardian can target to scatter them to the winds.
Find them, my wrath, and see it done.
Thanks very much to Playmore for reminding us, and I also want to remind all of our community members as well that we are getting quite a lot of different things from Bungie prior to the release of the final shape. So just make sure you claim all the goodies and everything that comes our way during this period, and that includes also... Oh, what's this? That also includes access to all expansions, if anybody wanted to try some of them. If you had not purchased them in the past, then that is going to be definitely a good way forward.
They do not heed my will or know me. I cannot restrain their hunger.
You never did. I kept them in check.
I can feel your desire, Petrovenge, wrath of the Queen. You walk these sullied halls and see your stagnant years of toil. It is like a game, isn't it? One you simply must continue testing. Why not let me help you? I can free us.
I'd rather fight another 1,000 cycles than watch you starve.
So prickly, Petra. You awoken never trust my good intentions. Pity.
Alright, so let's see, where do we go? So this is the portal. We'll get in. Yes, I was just telling our viewers that there are lots of different things that Bungie are offering to everyone in order to attract new gamers before the final shape, the next expansion, is released. So you can just try everything, and that includes free access to expansions, some free bright dust, and also you get the loot that was given to us during the last 4 seasons. So make sure that you try some of that and then become a member of our community here. Playmore says, I've been enjoying catching up with your streams on YouTube. Great to see the channel back and active. Well, thank you so much for that, sir. Very, very greatly appreciated. And what am I doing? I've gone completely the wrong way. And as I was talking to our friend Playmore, well,
They've blighted the air itself.
there is quite a lot of content.
Corruption bleeds into this city from her throne. A poisoned rain built on the edge of envenomed knives. Why risk slipping? You wish the dreaming city safe? To walk your realm again? Scrawl it on your wall if you
What's
must.
this?
And let me make it real.
You cannot tempt us with shadows.
I would tempt you with anything to protect my whims.
I can't see where I need to be going from here. Just want to go back to our friend. Just hold on a second. Just to say to our friend Playmore, thanks very much for that, and thanks very much for watching some of the episodes which have been placed on YouTube. And as you see, there's a different format. I have some podcasts and then some news bulletins, and the gaming activity is quite separate now from the rest, for people who have the choice, basically, to enter any activity which they really like the best. And there is going to be a lot more of that. So I'm very glad to hear from our friend Playmore that you're enjoying the content. And the daily news have been giving quite a lot of information on everything that's happening in the industry, as well as some information on our charitable fundraising and some of my own gaming activity, which is, I guess, has been somewhat enhanced in recent months, and giving brief reviews on indie games and AAA blockbuster titles, everything that I'm indeed doing at present. So, well, good to hear from you, sir. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for that, and hope you'll continue enjoying the content and everything else that will come together with the channel, as I plan to have many more guests and some live interviews, with people from the industry, and all of that is to follow. So, if my health indeed continues to improve, and if everything is to be as good as expected, then we'll have a lot more content. Right, so let me just follow Sekapu, because otherwise this mission will be completely in vain. And where do I need to jump? Where's the next stop? What, there? I need to jump somewhere else before I get there. That's too far. You're too far. Can't really, from the place where I am, I need to go there. No, just having a look at where I need to go. I've gone the wrong way. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay. Just going to say to my members that I had received some really very sad news just a moment ago from one of our colleagues, and I learned that one of our long-time friends, not a community member here, but somebody I've known from the British Film Institute for many years, sadly passed away, and we just had the news. Just really, I'm a bit shaken by the whole experience, because we just heard the other day some news related to this friend, and he had been living in a nursing home of late. He's been of a very advanced stage, pushing 89, and we were just planning a visit. We were just planning to see him and find out how he was doing, and unfortunately these news had arrived literally just moments ago, so I really devastated to have received it, as I was planning an interview with him as well for another forum. And 89 is a very advanced age. My dad's 91, and a colleague of mine passed away. Just received the news. He lived in a nursing home You wouldn't know him. He is not associated with gaming. He is somebody who was a former member governor of the British Film Institute and a very dear friend of mine, of many other people, my friends and colleagues.
Confluence, much like ascendant beacons in the ley lines. They'll need to be relit, and the Taken hold their fuel.
What's sort of distressing is we just literally discovered where he was. He'd been unwell for a while, and, you know, and we're planning to have a trip, a few of us together, and to visit him. And our friend Playmore says, very sorry to hear the news, the sad news. Losing anyone close is always difficult, whether they're family or friends. Absolutely. Well, you know, the difficulty there is that sometimes when you have friends who are quite old, people who are of very advanced age, you're sort of prepared for that, but it always comes too soon, you know, when it happens. You sort of are prepared for that because, you know, it's very advanced age. But when it does happen, it's always devastating. Well, I still have to forward the news to some of our BFI friends, and, you know, they will be gutted. Well, you never know anymore, you know. I lost lots of friends and colleagues during the pandemic and in the months that followed, so... And just like our friend said, it's always difficult, it's always sad, and you can never be prepared enough, so to speak, you know, even if you're talking about people who are in the late 80s, early 90s. Loads of enemies in here. Now we're getting a new objective. Well, you know, unfortunately I did learn of some of our community members in here who were suffering from serious illness during the pandemic and after. One of our friends, Donzak, he was quite unwell at one time, and he had surgery, but managed to recover his health. This was at the tail end of the pandemic. Well, we tried to help as much as we could here with our community during the pandemic. We had lots of gatherings and support groups and everything.
We can help each other more.
And that's been very successful, very supportive, and greatly appreciated. Still receive messages of gratitude from many different people. So good.
We both want our kind to be free. Simply say it.
Silence! Each of your 1,000 tongues be still. Gratitude is all we wish to hear from Riven this day.
My thanks. You have.
Why not? Okay. I'll just neutralize that, okay. Well, I learn something every single day, you know. So many things to learn from Destiny. And this is why I've been inviting our community members and friends to help the newbies, because there's so many different things to learn. And new additions and, you know, new things really popping up at all times. And probably many more novelties to be introduced as the final shape comes our way. At least that's what's expected, but, you know, we'll see. The new format certainly will be the biggest new thing. Blade bound to the terrace, Rongar. Right.
There it is, the beast that hunts my young. Erase this intruder from my lair.
No, I'm not shooting at him. I'm just engaging all the other enemies. Oh well. I need to get to that place where I can get my health back. Oh, come on! What am I doing?
Harness their power against them. Shatter its shield.
Get into the cleansing mode, right? To be cleansed every single time. Alright. Got some rockets. I'll just see whether I can use them. Cleansing. Need to get to it as quickly as possible. Ah, missed. Okay. Still a few more rockets. Oh no, it's walking. There, we got him. He's gone. That's pretty good. Objective complete. And now we need to go up here. Transmat to Riven.
A knight bearing Zivu Arath's mark.
Sphinxes.
Still holds sway over the Taken. But not all of them. Whatever the
I'm going to need more rockets to use on you. There you are.
My egg. What has become of my wing?
It's polluted by the Taken's corruption, but intact.
You recruit one of my brood only to let another suffer for your cause. And for this, you demand gratitude.
Contain yourself. We have the egg. Petra, Guardian, return with it, and I will see if its corruption can be reversed.
So we'll go back. That will be back to Helm by the looks of it. Where do we need to go? Hang on. I didn't get it. Wait a minute. Let's see the quests. Or speak with Mara. Okay. So we need to go to Helm. Visit Queen Mara. Well, it's good to see that the picture quality on my stream had been significantly improved ever since I've managed to acquire this new internet connection. And that's been really soothing after all those years of trouble. I had an email the other day from BT Open World saying that within the next 2 years we'll have even full fiber. So that's all very good news. So the quality will be even better once we get to that point. Right, so let's go to Queen Mara, see what she wants or what she has to say for herself. There she is, seated as always. Take a nice screenshot of her as well. Mara looks into the distance with reluctance. She says, Riven and I built the Dreaming City together out of wish and will. We spun its skies into existence as partners, took pride in the timing of sunsets, the construction of years. An anomaly has appeared in those skies once again, and I begin to ask myself new questions about that work. Visit the Dreaming City with Wishkeeper to investigate the celestial anomaly. So it looks like we need to be using that Wishkeeper. See, what is it that I've got there that's cluttering it? Probably one of those bounties. Bear with us. Yeah, we probably will not have enough time to get to this today. So we'll pick this up. And then, what's this? Constellation Tower. Guardian. My Techians have felt the ripples of a celestial anomaly within the Black Garden, some remnant of Riven's power. Most likely, as the bearer of Wishkeeper, it seems appropriate that you will be the one to investigate. Visit the Black Garden with Wishkeeper to investigate the celestial anomaly. Right, so I need to really get rid of something else in order to... That's the catalyst, is it? Mm-hmm. So that's the catalyst. Oh, really? Ah, that will be difficult. Riven's wishes. Let me see. No, that's not it. Exotics. We'll keep these. Past expansions. It's digital. What is going on? She's giving us so many different quests, so I need to really delete more.
I have no love for Riven, and no complete trust of an Ahamkara's predatory nature. But we need that final wish fulfilled. A bargain with Riven cannot be altered, perhaps not even by her. And we owe her all of the clutch. Guardians have freed Techians from Taken influence before. The effort and circumstances were extraordinary, but perhaps it can be done again. In our war with the Taken in the Dreaming Halls, we found that Taken ontology, when faced with itself, feeds on itself. Following that principle, you should be able to find a coalescence of Taken Essentia in the Ascendant realm. Theoretically, we could use it to cleanse the egg. That's all the strategy I can offer you, I'm afraid. Your tenacity in this is appreciated. And appropriate. If we fail here, Riven loses an egg. But we lose our path to the Witness. And all roads thereafter.
There we are. Mara cautions that the corrupted egg is great danger, but there is a chance if it can be saved. 3 of our Techians previously were cleansed of corruption. The effort and circumstances were extraordinary, but perhaps it can be done again. Taken corruption feeds on itself. With luck, you may be able to find an object in the ascended plane that can eat the egg's corruption, and leave the egg whole. Mara ends with a grim reminder. If we fail here, Riven loses an egg, but we lose our path to the Witness, and all roads thereafter. So, wishing all the best, complete an Ascendant challenge. You must be Ascendant to see and enter the Ascendant challenge portal. Have you done that, Sekapupu? This Ascendant challenge thingy? Let me just see what this means. No, seasonal. Ascendant challenge completed. Shall we try that? You must be Ascendant to see and enter the Ascendant challenge portal. Consume a tincture of Queen's Foil to become Ascendant for 30 minutes. I probably have about 45 minutes. What do you think? Sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Well, let me just double check whether that's the one. So map should be of probably destinations. Yeah, it's Dreaming City. It doesn't say, actually. I mean, it says Dreaming City. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, I've got it. Wishing all the best. I've got it right at the top. Hard to find. Harbingers seclude the Dreaming City. But I think we need to kind of get there on foot. We can't just travel directly there, right? So, okay, so we'll do that. No, it's fine. You got everything. Look at this. Sekapupu is ultra mighty. He can complete any task in Destiny. That's Falling Guillotine. Hang on a minute. What weapon is this that you're using now? Trespasser, yeah. And then the other one? Scout Rifle, was it? No, the automatic... no, you're using something else earlier. Yeah, what is it? Oh no, that's Trespasser. Something else. This one. Okay. Right. Yeah. Let's just crack on with this activity, because I'll be going swimming later on, so I've got to be there right in time, because it's quite, you know, I want to be there 9 o'clock sharp. So that's quests, map, destinations. For everyone watching, this is not like rage. This is just like a friendly tackle, you know? Otherwise, I do not encourage people to do that sort of thing. Yeah. Mind you, I need my rockets. So I'm not going to waste them on you. Huh? Yeah, but that's... I can't. Why is it that you can and I can't? Oh, that's what it is it? You're like invincible and splendid. Yeah. I've never seen anybody being able to do that. It's like a glitch or what? How come that you can actually fire at everyone? It's a glitch, isn't it? Yeah. You know what? Do that and record it on your PC. Can you record it? You can't. Yeah, but still, it's, you know, you kind of immortalize it. What's this?
Osiris, are you on this channel?
I am. Quite frequently these days. How may I assist the Queen's wrath?
A personal matter. I was hoping you could tell me about your experience with Strand, how it's affected you.
Strictly research, but it is fascinating.
We know you've learned to wield it.
Who told you this? Mara. The rumors are true, though I am still only a figment of my former self.
That's understandable. But your worth was never seated in the light. It's in your mind.
I imagine I'm not unlike one of your Techians, then. If I'm not mistaken, the Queen mentioned you trained as one yourself.
A long time ago, without much success. Though my sister, Pinar, excelled in her training. She was the pride of Amethyst. I was not. But, even with that power, she couldn't stop the House of Wolves from razing our home. I joined the Corsairs shortly after, to hunt the wolves down.
Loss has a way of shaping us all.
And clouding us. I thought the decisions I was making were the ones required of me. A kind of honor-bound reaction to pressure. I burned bridges across the reef on my hunt. Without Mara, I'd be an outcast. Now, seeing the new coven, having their respect, their trust, I can do more than just react. Maybe I can tap into that training for something progressive, as something other than a Techian, for the benefit of our people.
I've learned that failure is not a lacking within us. It is a sign that we were not ready to face the challenge we chose at the time. We must fall to start again, Petra. But as long as we persist, hope remains. Potential remains. Perhaps you're ready now.
I can see why Mara values your perspective. Thank you, Osiris.
Some more.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to Julian since Glenn raised me.
You used to be inseparable. It's not just anyone who would follow you into the Black Garden.
I thought you'd want me to keep my distance.
Queen Mara wanted to protect you from Uldren's memories. I think we're past that.
Yeah, probably.
You should reach out. Julian is a good man.
I'm a different person. That probably goes for Julian, too. The last time he saw me...
Let him make that decision. You were close. Chances are you could be again.
I'll think about it. You know, you still give good advice, Petra.
Yeah, well, I never take it.
Well, that's cool. Managed to complete all those radio messages, and I think we decided to go to our next mission. That's going to be in the Dreaming City, and we'll have to be doing everything on foot. So you got your weapons and everything. For everyone watching, you've seen that glitch where Suckerpoop was able to use all of his weapons there in the area where weapons have got to be holstered. So there you are. Look forward to get that glitch, and then you will be able to display your might. Travel to the spine of Caress and travel to the gardens of Esilia and find the source of celestial anomaly. So getting the whole lot of tasks. Well, that's pretty good. Have you completed this before with your story missions? Because I obviously haven't. Could do it on another character, on another Guardian, and then we'll start everything from scratch. It's so dark in here, boo. Shouldn't be. Some materials. What's this? Look at that. See that? It's like a surfing board, and it's actually someone's vehicle. Ah. Yeah. Some chests in there to be open. See what these chests are. Just give it a second. Well, to open this chest, see what's in it. Some loot. Spirit of Riven. Another chest.
Take an incursion incoming.
No, but just ignore that event. Hang on, where is it now? It's the same way, actually. Yeah. Doing some acrobatics in there. Well, I'll be walking. Harbinger's Seclude. Up in smoke, the whole lot of them. That's quite good. That is what we want to see. Oh, it's up there, is it? Alright. Yeah, it's up there. You can't see the cursor. Oh, it's up there. So what do we do? No, didn't use anything. Well, the one for Woken. Or Woken Mementos, that one. Or in inventory. Yeah. Let me see where it is. Fishing tackle. Just a second. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Yep. Okay. What next? So for everyone, the quest. No, it was. It doesn't say. It says wishing all the best. Complete an ascendant challenge. Doesn't say. Find a coalescence of taken essentia. So that should be something to do with taken. Where did you go? I can't see anywhere. Oh, there. Okay. Bang. Hit my head. Bounced off. Why? What happened now? I just bounced off or missed it completely. I don't get it. Hang on. Right. Yeah, I don't see anything up there. Okay. Now we jump in. Okay. Oh, it's this. Okay. Missed it. All banned stuff or whatever just went into the hole. It's ridiculous. Well, I need to go all the way back. Ah, oh, come on. I don't fancy doing that. I don't fancy doing these platforms again. Go on. No, I know. I will do. The tricky thing is, I cannot see these platforms anymore because you're not here. Yeah. Oh, missed it. Oh. No, I did see a few of them, but I've gone the other way. All right, that's no problem. Thanks very much for joining us today. Where is it now? There. Yeah, where's the other one? Where is it?
You have it? Yes. I can sense the recurrent hunger collapsing in on itself.
God, it's so dark, I can't see a thing.
Do you think a corrupted egg would produce a whim like Riven? Would it retain control of its...
Alright, no worries. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll crack on another day with some other activities.
Is there any difference between the two? Petra is waiting.
Thanks very much for joining us, and have a good match with Pantheon.
In our midst.
See you later. As you could see, Sakapupu was brought into another squad, and we talked about Pantheon earlier. We want to be doing Pantheon in here sometime, and somebody invited him to join a team of 5 or 6, and he will be able to do it, so that's really cool. We'll try to complete this. We'll see what needs to be done. Still have a bit of time, and see where we need to go. Just want to remind everyone that we are supporting our charity called Mind, and I'm raising funds for the charity, running a charitable fundraiser here on the channel. So if anybody wants to contribute or wants to help, indeed, you can just click on the panels and then donate. And by doing so, you are going to be helping tremendously the charity and everybody else who is indeed participating in the fundraiser. Right, so I need to find out how to get there. So there are some flying rocks and debris, and I think probably need to jump on one of them. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. No. Right. So I'm being brought back to the beginning. That's really tricky. That is going to be really annoying. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to complete this by myself. Generally, I don't really like playing Destiny by myself. You know, I like to be in a group, and much prefer doing it together with the team. But Pantheon is an activity that everybody wants to be playing at the moment. So, you know. So what's happening here? Let's see. Where are the platforms in here? Okay. Ah, miscued. Didn't jump properly. Oh no, I dropped. How is this possible? Oh no, it disappeared. Oh no. That's terrible. No, I think what we'll do is we'll do this together with Sukapupu next time, and I'll just do something else for the next 15 or 20 minutes. The reason for that is we can just be watching me trying to jump, and then I'll be brought back in, and it's an activity that requires more than one person. Let me see what we can do. Probably a brief onslaught will be good fun, and just to make sure that we finish it well in time. We've not done any onslaught today, although I said we were to be entertaining 50 rounds, but I apologize for this. It's just that we've taken a different direction, and the idea was to do everything which is still linked to the season, and I told you I'll be doing next week lots of campaign missions, as all the expansions are easily accessible and free of charge for everyone. So if you are one of those gamers who is not doing the campaign, well, now is the time to polish it off before the 4th of June. Sakapupu says that he doesn't really need
Make me proud.
a full squad in order to complete, and I just said to Sakapupu I much prefer doing the activity together with others. It's better fun for me. It's not just about, you know, not wanting to do it, but I just much prefer Destiny when it is being done together with other people. Because at the end of the day, it is a multiplayer and a game that has been created to be played with a squad, you know, so that's the idea. I don't like jumps, so for me jumping is always a serious chore. Wait a minute. No, I wanted to do that. Why did I do that? Needs 1500. Excuse me. Recharging my generator, always useful. Just remember, if you're doing Onslaught, you'll get much better loot if you were to be doing it with others and then doing those 50 rounds. Well, thank you. Did manage to eliminate him. Need his battery.
Remind me to bring you along the next time I feel like war.
That's looking good. I hate him. I really do. Ah. This was unfortunate. Don't see the beast anymore. Ah. No money. These Shriekers always got to eliminate it first, remember that? The battery's gonna disappear. We're doing really well with 5 already. Let's get some batteries. Very importantly, doing 50 rounds. If you don't get many enough batteries, then your generator simply explodes, and that's obviously not what you want to see.
Execute all targets, and make sure you're still standing when the dust settles.
Yeah, the dust had settled, and we eliminated all these other ads. This one just seems to be very easy compared to what I've seen last week, so I don't know what's happened. Look at these, chasing our friends, but not for long. Tangled. Look at him. Ah, to glaive him. Our friend was a bit faster than me. Glaive is still very powerful, I've got to say, and he's gone. Right, so a bit more heavy ammunition, 12 rockets, that'll do. Ah, I nearly forgot this. 1,000. Not having got enough for the other lot. This one? No. No. Ah, it's annoying. coming away from this end. There's another battery there. Need to pick up. Look at him.
No regrets on that one. Well fought.
Nearly there. Just a bit more. Anyone else coming here for the back? Not really. Need some batteries urgently. Friends are not... No, what's going on?
Put your enemies down before they do the same to you.
Yes, that's exactly what we'll do. Panda Joe, brave. Yeah, I agree. That's the last bit. Seems easy compared to that 50 round one. Claw of the Witness. Look at this. All gone as the boss is destroyed so fast. Okay. Loot!
I asked you to eliminate the enemy. You wipe them from the map.
We'll just give some compliments to our friends. And then to this friend as well. And then we'll go to orbit, because you know what? We've come to the end of our stream for today. So thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Most importantly, thank you for your contributions towards our charitable fundraiser for Mind Charity. As you know, we are supporting the charity, and this organization helps people who are experiencing mental health issues, and we want to donate and generate as much revenue as possible, as well as some publicity. So keep them coming. On that note, I shall thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching, and I shall wish you all a very, very good night.